Is this how Dire's middle barracks fall?
My house grows.
Nothing will stand in my way. This was over before it started.
The demon's blessing. Mega kill.
Roshan's dead. Stop me if you've heard this one.
Haste!
Come back soon.
Silence!
You're a fine.
Stay near.
I can't read this. Dire's middle barracks might fall.
It's a spout of violence.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long. Are Radiant using echolocation? Dire's bottom tower
Again, looking for
is
items.
under
He's not got
attack.
anything queued up just yet, though, and this means that he might actually give it the border strike into the epicenter.
Radiant team ban.
Dire's ban now.
All right, final ad.
Ten seconds.
Hey,
Here's
hey,
the
hey,
Radiant
Dota fans,
ban.
and welcome back once again. We've got game number 2, fighting Pandas versus J.Storm. First round of the WePlay Bukovel Minor 2020. Wow, it's nice to say that out loud. 2020 around the corner. The Minor is a coming. These teams ready to duke it out. The Pandas 1 win away from moving on to the next round. J.Storm, in that case, will be going down to the lower bracket. So they need it here. They need a W
5
to take us
seconds
to that
remaining.
ace match rather. I'm Zyori, joined again by Sheepstick. Sheep, welcome
Dire's
back to
turn
the party.
pick.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Crystal Maiden.
Yes, this time it's correct. It knows what's going on. It's got our backs. Now, I also, very
10
quickly, before we get too far into the
seconds.
draft, I did mess up last time, folks. That game ended so quickly, I
5
forgot to do our
seconds
sponsor
remaining.
plugs. We're going to try to make up for it here. Gosu.ai.
Radiant's
Do
turn
you
to
want
pick.
your MMR to skyrocket? Gosu AI will help you. Check the link under the stream or in chat. Thank you, Gosu AI. Okay, so back to the draft. Crystal Maiden and once again, Drow Ranger here for the Pandas. They're going to... That Envy said, boys, we're on a hot streak. We're going to keep on rolling. No 7s.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Dire's turn to pick. Dusk. 10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
It's a good call. It's great. It's a save. And it's a deny pick. And it's somebody that can help make space for them. I love it as well. Now J.Storm, right? They got to think about this. They're like, oh shit, we wanted the tusk. What do they want to do here? I mean, Centaur is honestly not a bad option, but they go Timbersaw, a similar sort of flavor, heavily mobile,
turn to bat.
though one that is a little susceptible to silence. I don't love Timbersaw against Drow the same way I do the Centaur, for example, and they're kind of banking on Pandas picking more strength cores or something, I think, for this Timbersaw to work.
Ten seconds left by my count.
They've been watching, dude.
5
NA's been
seconds
very,
remaining.
very tight-knit recently. They've been taking some notes. I think the silencer mid is really scary. I think that analogy to the new age, he's like the hipster OD. I'm into it. I think it's about on point.
Dire's ban now.
Here's the Radiant ban.
Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Yep. And that's still... The bubble is still broken in terms of defending buildings because MKB doesn't affect buildings. Does that mechanic hold true still? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that stinks for Drow. That makes her life a lot more difficult.
Radiant's turn to pick.
I hope they didn't make the same mistake here with the Timbersaw where they take this hero super confidently. Razor now for the Pandas. This is likely your Brile hero for the mid, actually almost 100%. I wonder who plays the Visage. Is that the Brile hero for Pandas? I actually don't know. Yeah. Well, so I don't know what makes a good Visage game.
10 seconds.
I'm sure there are scenarios where he's more appealing than others with the
5
Drow.
seconds remaining.
I'll be honest, I don't know what they are.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Spirit Breaker.
Right. He likes the death ball. Yeah, he does a lot early, likes the team fights with Soul Assumption. Now they do get Spirit Breaker. Not like an obvious Spirit Breaker game against a Zeus or a Shadow Fiend. Drow does
5
kind of fit the
seconds
bill there.
remaining.
She can itemize around it. Razor is 50-50. Spirit Breaker can sometimes just be charged into his death once that static link comes out, especially with the buffs there. Plasma Field also really good. You're right in the fray. Yes.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Well, they did need some sort of lockdown. I would have liked
seconds.
Puck a lot more, but of course banned out by J.Storm in the first
5
phase.
seconds
So
remaining.
Bane's sort of like discount single target Puck in some ways. Maybe better at trading the lane, a little more sustainable. What about Slark for Jace? They don't really have much ground target to deal with his ult. Razor can be annoying, as he is against really any melee hero, but a carry that can definitely get in the face of Drow, and even if she gets mobility tools, saved by snowballs, all that kind of stuff,
Radiant's turn
I mean,
to
he's getting in the back line. It's a Slark.
Lycan.
But woo, okay, I brought this name up at the end of the last game. There you go. They're gonna take the Lycan. Even against the Drow, he's just gonna charge at her. He's gonna go Wolfie form. All of his little buddies are gonna get in her face, and Envy's gonna spend most of these team fights just running in circles trying to get away from Wolfenstein.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
The Dyer get a ban.
Drow? Well, let's have a look-see. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think something like that. Yeah, so marksmanship no longer instantly kills creeps. Damage proc is now 40, 50, 60 bonus. As a proc on top,
10
non-critting.
seconds.
Marksmanship now also provides bonus agility to you and your
5
nearby
seconds
buddies,
remaining.
equal to 25, 30, 35% of your agility.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Okay. Yeah.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. What will
I
it
always
be?
feel conflicted with Lycan. I do like him, though. I think he's easy to underestimate. And even if you're having a mediocre Lycan game, it just takes one good team fight in the mid game to start taking structures and just obliterating objectives. He pushes so stupidly fast, and he is good at running people down. So yeah, speaking of those drought changes, that's part of it. She
Radiant's
still
turn to pick.
farms really fast. It's like you don't really need to one-shot creeps to still destroy the jungle faster than need be. More mobility now for J.Storm. They pick up Queen of Pain. Very light on control.
10 seconds.
Someone else that can get in the face of Drow.
5 seconds remaining. Don't you dare pick Tidehunter.
What? Conquer!
Beacon of Necro units, the OG has arrived. It's going to be the Snake King hero on the 3. Necrophos. Yes. Necro's a weird hero. He still, of course, can snowball and kind of take over games, but I remember they changed his agonyms now. So the Reaper's Scythe always has a long cooldown. It's like 120 seconds or 130 seconds. So it takes him, it's harder for him to just ball out of control like he used to. And I think this hero is surprisingly weak before, let's say, level 5, level 6. I'm actually not that hot on Necro this patch in the bit that I've seen him and played him, but I'm happy to be proven wrong here. I like this J.Storm draft a little bit more. Yeah, he's never bad per se. Like, his kit is still deadly. Do you think his agonyms is good now? It makes lowers the cooldown on Ghost Shroud, and it like doubles the damage of Heartstopper, I think. Yeah, the old one was really good. I got no argument there. They did slightly increase the damage that the Scythe does from 0.6 to 0.7 at level 1. So it actually does do a little bit more damage now, right when you pick it up in the laning phase.
Prepare for battle.
Isn't Necro kind of greedy though?
Thirty seconds to battle.
Bryle and Moose going at it. Bryle will get a little bit extra damage to start things off. Okay, well, it should be a great game here. This time you can follow that ticker at the top, and we've got a ticketed lobby, so we get the glorious privilege of getting to cast with proper player names. Very excited. Would love to see this one go to a game 3.
At last,
J.Storm certainly have a decent lineup, though. You can see how they could start to run away with some early momentum. I think Lycan is still always a threatening hero. Moose able to grab that bounty rune. And because of that, this is going to go 3 runes for J.Storm. They are going to find more damage onto AUI. This could be first blood. They've got it. Fear with a little bit of bonus.
Already icing over.
But now he's rich. How do you feel about this CM hairdo, by the way? The dark hair.
If I can't have you, no one will.
I like the concept of it, but it's a little bushy. It almost looks like a wig. I feel like she looks like a cosplayer wearing a exaggerated wig.
denied.
I wish it just looked a little more authentic, but I love the idea of it. I love the spirit, but my realism, you know? Maybe they just want Fear to maintain lane control and then also get some farm himself. I guess he is a good hero to try to rotate on the Necro. Frostbite sets up for easy damage on the Timbersaw, but yeah, I would agree. I'd be a little more concerned about the Lycan. This hero can farm pretty quickly in the jungle if he has to recover. He's got wolves, right? Feral Impulse is very nice just to stand there and womp on creeps, but it's never great. You always want to be pressuring with this hero if you can. Staying ahead and farm. Yeah, Drow has a laning phase now, and it has a really long range. I think that's the part you try to run out of it, and you really have to go side by side. If you just run with the arrows, you're pretty much going to take full damage every time, unless you're pretty far away. He does have a ward down though. Might still be enough for a kill. Dagger from Quap. They do force the TP, and that'll be enough. It doesn't go through. The Tusk gets the luxury of canceling it.
Six horns.
That's mine.
2.
I think he might do it. He's still lingering around mid. He is going to pop into vision of this ward. Quap does have the level 2 dagger. Now has Scream.
Radiant's courier just drowned in a pool of blood.
Oh, Brax actually snipes Envy's courier with the Lycan Wolves. Very nice. That's an added benefit of the Lycan that we hadn't considered. The ease of courier sniping. Yeah, this is... I think Brax is pretty happy with this. As an off laner, the mentality is just break up the lane. Make this harder for Envy. Get away from that textbook Dota. And it's kind of working. 18 and 7. She's doing pretty well, but not perfect.
Invisibility.
And how's old Snake King doing? 13 and 1. It's all things considered, given that he's solo here, it's been pretty okay for the Necro, but the opportunity cost is a high farming Timber. Number 1 by far if we glance at net worth. Yeah, he's topping the charts all right. Hello there, Snake King, and plenty of damage. Necro very easy to gank, especially before you get that point in Ghost Shroud.
Return to the
Okay, very nice. Thought the Link might be able to steal enough damage, but no. Runes will be 3 for J.Storm. Being similar to last game, a great early game for J.Storm. Charge onto Big Brile. Oh, moves. All right, no follow-up. He'll be fine. Snake King only level 4 here, so not the most intimidating Necro foes. He is hanging on to that skill point, which I like.
Regeneration.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, wow. Envy's going to get a solo kill on Brax. Oh, I missed that. I was looking at Bryle mid. He really is strong. Look at that net worth. He's way down there with the supports right now. And we've seen what happens when he has a slow start. He is definitely one of the players that the Pandas rely on to have a good laning phase. So, yeah, not surprised they react to try to keep him alive. Moose looking at a courier here. Hello,
Radiant's
little
courier
donkey.
has been killed.
This is my lantern. Quap is 2 levels up on Bryle right now. 19 denies on 9, 3 on Bryle.
Dire's courier has been killed.
They're fishing for guppies with cannon fire.
Ooh, up top, big dive. They kill Snake King. AUI also low. Should be able to finish him off here. Charge will find him in the trees. And meanwhile, mid,
What's this?
9 took a solo kill onto Bryle.
Throw a line to Radiant's middle tower.
It's sinking, just like your ships.
Radiant's middle
Snake
tower.
King again. TP's back in. Foolish maneuver.
I told you to stop getting blood on my
Another
face.
easy commitment. They've got plenty of mana with this
Radiant's
CM,
top
and it's a
tower
Spirit
is
Breaker
under
Timber
attack.
Saw. Talk about low cooldowns. 7-1, 4K net worth,
They're
8
trying to
minutes.
bring down Radiant's
Sheep, it's
top
looking
tower.
rough. And this time they've got the Lycan. Yeah, but they've got the Lycan. Brax is the sleeping dragon. He's
Radiant's
what's going to
top
pop
tower
off and
is
make
under
this
rock.
game
Tower
possible
has fallen.
to close out in a timely manner before Envy and Bryle can get to critical mass. Well, that's true. Uh-oh, they're going to farm Brax and his wolves. Snowball charging in. A level 3 Moon Meander won't have a Fiend's Grip, but they'll have plenty of damage. Envy saving the split shot. What is it? The multi-shot. That's it there. It's a lot of damage. Yes. It is really good for her. The problem right now, though, it is Envy versus
Radiant's
5.
courier has been killed.
I mean, his teammates are
I
all
could eat
in
one
this
of
rough
those.
situation of, please, I need help. And yeah, they can set up some of these kills. They do have the Tusk, but Spirit Breaker being a good distractor right now. Rendezvous with Fear. This could be a Shrine pop. Envy now coming in. TP. They're going to hold. Aggressive charge from Moose. This is going to cost him. He'll get blocked out.
Die young and leave a purulent corpse.
Brax, I'm out of here. Glad I'm liking. Fear going to get left behind. But some more space for Moo. And this Timber Saw is going to go just for straight Guardian Greaves. I love this.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Hello, Bryle. All right, see you later. Queen of Pain. Yep, he's 2x'd on him right now in net worth. And he's gone triple null tally power treads. Just straight value items, CM aura. He almost just died to that multi-shot straight up. I'm starting to believe that that spell might be a little overtuned. AUI commits for the outpost. Now he's going to try to snowball away. Yeah, now he's surrounded though, and they'll finish him off there. 5 heroes from J.Storm making the rotation. They might be hungry for more. Certainly going to pressure the tower. Double damage rune on Quap. She's in, baby. Moon Meander level 4. It's a nice nightmare, but it's not going to be enough. Clicks from 9 will bring him down. 6K net worth favor.
Think fortification Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has rung its last bell.
Dire's top tower needs some friends.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nobody really. The multi-shot is what's doing all their damage, it feels like.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Munianda
Gold is a great conductor.
scouting things out for Snake King to come charging up high ground. They got the Tusk. They might be able to find something
Radiant's
here.
bottom tower
Shards.
faces a stiff
Ooh.
win.
But the Fiend's Grip. Okay, they get the breaker. I definitely liked them more before Outposts. I definitely see your point. Now there's just a lot of access points at all parts of the map, and maybe it's good for there to be some spots that you can't just TP to.
Radiant's middle
Maybe
tower
one
can't
shrine a
handle
team. I'll meet you halfway. I'm a centrist, I suppose. Here we go. Spirit Breaker on his way in. Follow up, Moon Meander going with a TP. This could work out. It's a good play. Other side, they'll find AUI, and he's going to go down. Now up more. Yule Scepter. Hey, it's Snake King. He's going to be in big trouble. He's got some stick charges. Charge going to hit him. Good charge ahead. Does heal up thanks to those wand charges and a death pulse. Nice silence from Envy. It's going to be close, but Snake King still in trouble. The deny from Envy. It's a love-hate relationship, but it works out well. The multi-shot kind of tickles him, peppers him down a little bit. Meanwhile, Braxy, he's got that wild wing fripper, and he's just working on that tower.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff win. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That is sad.
Radiant's middle tower just keeled over.
Dire's
Defense
top
mid.
tower is under
Not going to
attack.
come through. Tower does fall. Brax is being a nuisance. I do like this. He's going to pick up the Drum of Endurance now. Not rushing a Necro Book or anything like that. Just going for split pushy. I'm going to overwhelm you type items. You know? Nuisance. I'm going to make a believer out of you. Just wait, by the end of this game, you're going to be a fan of the Lycan too. You're going to be buying Lycan cosmetics on the market. I can see it now.
Regeneration.
That's all it took. Here we go. Snake King, maybe in some trouble. Ooh, definitely in trouble. Nice shard, blocking him in. The King will fall. Looking down for more. AUI in the trees. Ooh, they're hungry. They'll find him. They have the interrupt. It's the Yule Scepter. Oh, 9. Buying the right items this time. Snowball onto the Centaur. See you later, AUI. 14-5 now. More kills for J.Storm. They are keeping it up 15 minutes in, pressuring harder than last game. I think they might have learned their lesson.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff win.
Move. On Bryle. Quap ult does hit him. Now the multi-shot does a lot of damage to 9.
Is under attack.
Nice disable on the Necro. Stops the Scythe, but not on the Moo. Not enough damage. And he's actually going to live. The reactive armor doing so much work. Now Moo sets it up. Brax comes back in. He's got the ulti form on. Guardian Greaves are there and still rough for the Pandas. Fear will get dropped up top. Now Snake King, they'll let him get away. Instead, they just want to go back to the Bane. And that's going to be an easy kill. Godlike streak for 9. Still yet to concede a death. 9, 0, and 1.
Worthy tribute.
Are Radiant using echolocation?
Fit for a queen.
Yeah, Well, we were watching most of the main fight, and that's sort of what I was assuming happening in the jungle there. Support's duking it out. Guess he stopped a potential freezing field from coming, but yeah, as we mentioned in the draft, they're light on lockdown.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I guess I thought J.Storm was light on lockdown. They still need this Fiend's Grip. They're relying on it a lot. Ideally, if they could start fights with the Fiend's Grip, that would be a good way to go about it. But Snake King again in the mid. He's going to heal up. He does have a mech now, so a much more difficult target to bring down. AUI setting up on the moves, but now 9 back in. Very back and forth fight here as AUI snowballs in, but they'll finally lose Snake King. The mech not going to be enough after all. Looking for more as they timber chain in. AUI falls alongside Envy. 3 down for the Pandas. Oh no. And now the pressure. Braxy's here. He's got his bongos. He's got his dominator. These towers are falling, sheep.
Tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge. Dire structures are fortified.
Well, that's their one glyph. Envy coming up in just a couple seconds. Long-range charge. Spirit Breaker going to be here soon, but not soon enough. Can he save Moon? No. Big losses so far. Quap jumps out. Ulti is available. Spirit Breaker going to live. Pandas need to be a little bit careful here. Okay, maybe it's Fear that needs to be careful. He walks to his death. A lot of low HP heroes. They'll lose 3 and be forced back. As you said, every high ground push is throwable. Reaper's Scythe. Whew. I'm getting that feeling. I'm getting that feeling. They're thinking about it. He does have the ult, drops it in, kills AUI, kills Snake King, Brile down low. But who's gonna get roast? It's J.Storm. Who grabs the Aegis? It's 9. Oh my gosh, 9. 3,600 damage in the span of about 1 second.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks. They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
That was badass.
Radiant's
and
top
just as I was
fallen.
starting to believe, that feeling I was getting in the pit of my stomach has been
top
swept
tower
away.
is under attack.
That net worth chart is scary right now.
Radiant's top tower just got sent to the bottom.
Anything's possible.
Really tight, Hunter.
Find this Quap. This will be a big kill. That's the Aegis. Uh-oh, but now they've got friends coming in. Moves already here. Silence onto the Queen of Pain. Fiend's Grip. Damage. Damage, it's there. J.Storm still want to take this fight. Brax has Envy in his sights, and he's going to chase him down. They're trying to heal him up, but it won't be enough. Does get the counter kill onto Brax. Not a bad fight for FP, but now they're running low on gas. Moves here, and they've got nothing to slow him down. Brile now trying to make it out. Tush shards fly through, but the Chakram will grab him. Moon Meander looking to play Sacrificial Lamb. They won't take the bait. AUI gets brought down, and this Timbersaw will run unchecked. You can't use the Scythe on the Wolf. It's not worth it, because then this Timbersaw is going to come in and clean house. This guy's more than a janitor. He's going to clean up the entire fight. Triple kill for Moon.
The wages of fear.
Now,
Gold for me.
Regeneration.
here's the real kicker. It's more of a net worth gain for the Pandas. That's how far behind they are. They actually made good on that 4-for-2 trade.